Assalamu alaikum. How are you, friends? There used to be the kingdoms, almost all the countries, and then after that, the dictatorship, and then it is the democracy. The democracy is supposed to be the government of the people indirectly, because it is the government, it is the public who elects the representatives, and then these representatives sit at a place which is called the parliament, take the decisions after considering well, debating well upon all the issues relating to the welfare to the benefit of the public. Here in Pakistan, there used to be some dictatorships as well, the military dictatorships of that of Ayub Khan Zaulak and Pervez Musharraf. Although it's a democracy now, but even the democratic governments, they are not taking care of the general public. They are not doing the legislation in the favor of the general public. They are meant for the legislation actually. The people sitting in the parliament are the lawmakers. Their purpose is the purpose of electing these people is to make the legislation which could facilitate and which could cause the prosperity and the comfort and the security of the general public of the country. But unfortunately, this is not happening here in this country. And those who are being elected by us, if at all, once they go to the parliament, once they become the lawmaker, first of all, they don't know the lawmaking. They are not good at it at all. It is the bureaucracy which is asked to design a bill. The bureaucracy does it, the law experts does it, not the parliamentarian do it. Then the political parties decide whether to oppose it or not to oppose it, whether to support it or not to support it, and they do so keeping in view their own interest. They do so keeping in view their own interest and not the interest of the general public at all. So all the parliamentarians of today and the parliamentarians of the yesterday, and the leader of the houses and the leader of the opposition, both of these, the leader of the house and the which is called the government, and then the opposition, both of these blocks are looking after their own interest, and they are actually supporting the elites. These are the status quo parties, the status quo politicians, and none of them is a pro public, none of them is a genuine sympathizer, and none of them is the one who genuinely consider oneself as responsible for delivering the rights to the general public, because the general public have elected them. I have seen only one politician, and I have seen only one politician, one parliamentarian who is not a person of status quo at all. Rather, all the time, every time he speak in the parliament, he talk about ending the rule of the elites. He talk about breaking the status quo. He talk about He talk about that the general public be facilitated, and that the elites of the country, they shouldn't be handed over all the resources, most of the resources of the country. Rather, this politician, this parliamentarian is demanding that the facilities, that all the plots, all the free petrol, free electricity, free gas, and the very lengthy, very astronomical salaries and pensions, and then the houses, the plots, and the free servants. I think all of that should be abandoned, and none of the ruling class elites should be given any of these things. The judiciary, the generals, the high ranking officers, of the military, the 17 grade and above, civil bureaucracy, and then the judiciary, the politicians and the parliamentarians. This parliamentarian is the only one who is talking about all of the luxuries of this ruling class, all the luxuries being provided to the ruling class, whether the ruling class belong to the civil bureaucracy, officers of grade 17 and above, and then the military establishment, the judiciary, the judges, and these politicians and parliamentarians, members of the assembly, elected representatives, all of these are looting and cheating. They are consuming and burning all the resources of the country, and these resources should be snatched back from them, and should be directed toward the poor, toward the general public, toward the commoners of Pakistan. This is the only politician, and the name of this politician is Senator Mushtaq Ahmad Khan. He is from KPK and he belongs to Jamaat-e-Islami. I think that we do need the parliamentarian like this one. We do need the parliamentarian like Hafiz Naimur Rahman, who is the president of Jamaat-e-Islami Karachi, and then we need Maulana, who is struggling for the rights of the Gawadar people, a Maulana who is also belonging to Jamaat-e-Islami, who is struggling for the rights of the Gawadar people, who is struggling for the rights of other downtrodden. I think that we, the people of Pakistan, we need the leaders like this one. We should be doing everything else, that these politicians, the politicians of this sort, should be leading the political parties, and should be reaching the house, the parliament, and serving and legislating in the favor of general public, and that these people be made the rulers. I think that they will be able to deliver. Why do I say this? Because their top leader, Sirajul Haq, used to be the finance minister of KPK for the full 6 years, and now you take that you might have seen the way he was working, the way he was serving, and the people of KPK. He was saying that I used to take 18,000 salary, and I used to give the 18,000 salary to the rest of the minister, but he was always available to the general public. He was working very hard, and he was the simplest ever, the simplest politician who is alive today. I think that we do need the politicians and the parliamentarians and the rulers and the political heads like this one. And if at all they do come to power, then only I think the general public will be facilitated. The general public will be able to develop, will be able to prosper, and then only we will be able to reap the proper benefits of the democracy, and then we will feel that we are being ruled by the right sort of representatives. Thank you.